Juris Vodcast with Scott Pierce.
The California Supreme Court is going to decide another important case involving the rights of same-sex couples. This time, the right to have kids. Guadalupe Benitez is a lesbian who obtained treatment for infertility at the North Coast Women's Care Medical Group. After several months of treatment, this patient was about to have an intrauterine insemination procedure. The day before it was scheduled, she was denied the procedure because of her sexual orientation. Benitez sued the clinic under a state law that originally prevented for-profit businesses from discriminating based on race. This law has been broadened over time to include sexual orientation. Marriage and procreation are fundamental rights. That's one of the core reasons why the California Supreme Court struck down the state's ban on gay marriage. Counsel for the defense argues that the doctors should have the right to practice medicine according to their own religious beliefs. The defense points out that plaintiff comes to court in this case as the biological mother of 3 children. Counsel for the doctors argues that, since they referred the patient to another doctor, and since the patient successfully had kids, justice is satisfied. It's worth pointing out that the right to freely practice one's religion also is a fundamental right, just as is the right to marry or to procreate. It isn't illogical for counsel to argue that the court shouldn't allow the rights of the patient to trump the rights of the doctor if it's possible to accommodate both. Despite that, the bottom line is that the doctors want to practice medicine for profit. They are in the fertility business. They want to deny professional services to lesbians because they don't believe that lesbians are fit to be parents. This sort of discrimination is illegal. It's worth remembering that reactionary Christian churches made the same arguments against integration and against the legalization of mixed-race marriage. Doctors have no more right to discriminate against lesbians than a restaurant has for discriminating against blacks. The California Supreme Court will issue its opinion sometime this summer.
Juris Vodcast is a production of Nuclear Podcasting. Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives.